Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So in previous videos we have discussed about exercise 5.4 of continuity and differentiability chapter. So today we'll start with exercise 5.5. So let us solve exercise 5.5. Okay, to solve this exercise, obviously you need to understand the rules of differentiation, you need to remember the formulas, and in addition to that you need to understand something else, that is laws of logarithms. And I am very much sure that you all remember the laws of logarithm, which you have already studied in your previous classes. And just to begin with this exercise, I will revise in very quick time about the laws of logarithms. Okay, there is no complexity at all in understanding that. So what are these laws of logarithm? I will write it here. Laws of logarithm. Okay. And why are we discussing laws of logarithm? Because this exercise is known as logarithmic differentiation. You have to apply log for the given function, and then mostly we will have to use chain rule to solve these problems, and in some cases you have to also use product rule and quotient rule, that is the building block of your differentiation. Okay. So let us understand laws of logarithm. You need to understand only three laws to solve this entire exercise. The first law states that, first law, if we have log mn, I will put it in bracket, log mn can be written as log m plus log n. I am sure you know these things, but just to have a quick revision, I am writing it here. Second law, log of m by n, again I will write the brackets here, log of m by n, we can write it as log m minus log n. This is another important rule which you have to apply in this exercise. Next, number 3. Number 3 is, say if I have log of a to the power of m, if I have anything like this, log of a to the power of m can be written as m into log a. Okay, so these are the three basic logarithmic laws which you need to apply in this exercise. Okay. Alright then, so let us begin the exercise with the first question. Okay, the first question is, differentiate with respect to x cos x into cos 2x into cos 3x. Okay, this is the given function. You have to differentiate with respect to x, and there are two ways. Okay, the first method is applying product rule. You should consider this as u, this is v, and this is w. In that way also you can solve. And there is another method, that is nothing but logarithmic differentiation, applying log and then we have to solve, we have to differentiate this function. Okay, so first thing what I will do is I will write let y is equal to cos x into cos 2x into cos 3x. Y is equal to cos x into cos 2x into cos 3x. This is the given function. I have written it as it is. I have considered let y is equal to this one. Now the next step should be taking log both sides. taking log both sides. So taking log both sides means here also you have to apply log and here also you have to apply log. So what it will become? Log y is equal to log of okay, I'll put a bracket here, log of cos x into cos 2x into cos 3x, log of cos x into cos 2x into cos 3x. So after taking the log, what you have to do here, you can observe this function satisfies first law of logarithm, log m n o you can call. So this can be written as log cos x plus log cos 2x plus log cos 3x, because we know the first law of logarithm, log m n, any product can be expressed in the form of addition. Okay, so here I will simplify this. Log y is equal to, we can write it as log cos x plus log cos 2x plus log cos 3x. And here you have to write the reason why did you write it like this. Okay, always in examination remember, whatever modifications you do to a given function, you have to give the justification why you have done this. Okay, otherwise you might lose the marks. Okay, so don't give any chance for the evaluator to take away your marks. So this is the, here is the reason I am going to write, because log m n is equal to log m, I will write it here, log m plus log n. Log m n is equal to log m plus log n. So based on this rule, I have written it like this. Now let us move on. What you have to do next? So we have applied the logarithm. Now differentiate the functions. Differentiating with respect to x. WRT is the abbreviation for with respect to. And these entire functions we have to differentiate with respect to x. Now log y, we know differentiation of log x. Differentiation of log x is 1 by x. Here we have y. Differentiation of log y will be 1 by y into dy by dx. So in implicit functions we have already studied why do we write differentiation of y as dy by dx. When you differentiate y with respect to x, this is what we write. Okay, this implies differentiation of y with respect to x. So this is equal to, now differentiate log cos x. How do we write it? Log cos x can be written as, this is of the form composite function. So when we have composite functions like this, we use chain rule to differentiate. So log cos x, first differentiate log function, then differentiate cos function. So this entire cos x, I will consider it as x. So log cos x, differentiation of log x is 1 by x. In this case, this will become 1 by cos x into differentiation of cos x. Differentiation of cos x is what? Minus sin x. I will take out this one. You might consider it as x. Okay, I will give a dot here. 1 by cos x into differentiation of cos x, that is minus sin x. Next, plus log cos 2x. First differentiate log function, then differentiate cos function. Similarly, here I can write 1 by cos 2x into differentiation of cos 2x. Differentiation of cos 2x is first differentiate cos function, then differentiate 2x function. We can write it as minus sin 2x into, so minus sin 2x, how did I get this? Differentiation of cos 2x. So it's not over yet. I have differentiated log function, it is here. Now I have differentiated cos function, that is here, minus sin 2x into, if it was only x, I would have written directly minus sin x as I have written here. In this case it is cos 2x. So minus sin 2x into differentiation of 2x. Differentiation of 2x is what? Now observe this is a constant and this is a function. When we have functions like this, we differentiate constant into differentiation of function. So constant 2 into differentiation of x. Differentiation of x is 1. So 2 into 1, I will get 2. I hope you understood this. Now let us move on to this function, plus log cos 3x. So 1 by cos 3x into minus sin 3x into 3. Minus sin 3x into 3. Okay, so what is this? This is the result of log differentiation. Then differentiation of cos 3x is minus sin 3x into differentiation of 3x. Differentiation of 3x is 3. So we'll write it as it is, 1 by y into dy by dx is equal to minus sin x by cos x is minus tan x, and here minus sin 2x by cos 2x is minus tan 2x into 2. Here we have minus sin, so minus 2 tan 2x, and here sin 3x by cos 3x is tan 3x minus tan 3x, because of this minus, into 3 minus 3 tan 3x. Okay, next. Here we have 1 by y, still we have not found what is dy by dx. So what I will do is, dy by dx is equal to 1 by y, send this y to other side of this equal sign. So this will become y into minus tan x minus 2 tan 2x minus 3 tan 3x. So what is this y? Y is equal to this one. Put that value here and then take out the minus sign. If you take out minus sign, what will be left out? So let us complete this. That will be your final answer. Dy by dx is equal to, I am taking out minus sign, and here in place of y, y is equal to cos x, cos 2x, cos 3x. So write it. Cos x into cos 2x into cos 3x. This multiplied by whatever is left out here. How do we write it? I have taken out minus sign, so this will become tan x plus 2 tan 2x plus 3 tan 3x. So this is your final answer. Okay, what did we do? As I said earlier, this is the concept of logarithmic differentiation. So in logarithmic differentiation, first we should take log on both sides of the function. So y is equal to, this was the given function, I have applied the log. After applying the log, what did I do? I have used first law of logarithm, that is here log mn is equal to log m plus log n. Why did I use this? Because this is of the form, this is in product form. So product to addition form I converted it. Next, after logarithmic simplification, I have differentiated the function. So on differentiation, so this is the answer I have got. Okay, so this is the solution for first question of exercise 5.5. Now let us see the second question. Okay, question number 2. Okay, this one is very interesting. So I will consider it directly as y is equal to square root of x minus 1 into x minus 2 divided by x minus 3 into x minus 4 into x minus 5. So you might be thinking, what about this square root? Okay, so the first thing what I will do is I will eliminate this square root. Okay, so how to eliminate? Whenever we have square root, we can write it as the whatever is inside the square root to the power of 1 by 2. If it is cube root, we will write it as to the power of 1 by 3. Fourth root 1 by 4. Okay, and so on. So we can write it like this. Y is equal to, here I put a square bracket, and then here I write x minus 1 into x minus 2 divided by x minus 3 into x minus 4 into x minus 5. Okay, so let's write the bracket whole to the power of 1 by 2. I have removed the square root and I have applied 1 by 2. Okay, so the next step, apply log on both sides. So we will write it like this: taking log on both sides. Taking log on both sides. What we get? Log y is equal to log of x minus 1 into x minus 2 divided by x minus 3 into x minus 4 into x minus 5 to the power of 1 by 2. So first consider y is equal to the given function, then take log on both sides, and the next step, now use logarithmic log of a to the power of m. If you have log of a to the power of m, we can write it as m log a. Now this entire thing is a and this is m. Okay, so log y, we are not going to do anything with log y. Write log y as it is. Log y is equal to this half into log of x minus 1 into x minus 2 divided by x minus 3 into x minus 4 into x minus 5. Okay, so it is not yet over. We are not going to differentiate as of now. Still we have to simplify this as per logarithmic rules. Okay, it is not completely simplified. If you differentiate at this point, it will be very complicated. Okay, this thing will become 1 by x minus 1 into x minus 2 by x minus 3, x minus 4, x minus 5 into differentiation of this term. So what you have to do, you should try to reduce the complexities as much as possible, okay, and then you have to differentiate. So let us solve it, and here write the justification, because log of a raised to m is equal to m log a. You can write anything, okay, that is just for your understanding. You can write it as log of a to the power of b. So why did I use m and n? They are the standards which almost all textbooks take that log m, log n. So that is the reason I have written it like that. Log a to the power of b, b log a. It is up to you to take any alphabet there. Okay, next. Log y is equal to 1 by 2. Now look at this. This will be m and this is your n. Log of m by n. Log of m by n can be written as log m minus log n. So that is what I am going to do. Half into. Now this half belongs to entire thing. So you have to be very careful. Apply brackets to avoid confusion. Because this half belongs to everything. When you write without bracket, you might consider it only for the first term. So second term you will leave out. So you will get the answer, a different answer which will be wrong. So that is the reason I have written the bracket here. Log of x minus 1 into x minus 2 minus, so this is m and this is n, log m minus log n, minus of, and look at this, again I have written the bracket, minus, it belongs to all three terms. If you don't write bracket here, you might consider it, this minus belongs only to the first term. Minus log x minus 3 into x minus 4 into x minus 5. Now I have written it in the form log m minus log n. Okay. First I will close this bracket and then this bracket. Alright. So still we have not completely simplified as per logarithmic rules. We have got one more thing to do. Now this is log mn. Here also you can apply log mn form. Okay, so let us write here. Again you have to write justification because one second. There's no space. Because log of m by n is equal to log m minus log n. So always write the justifications. Next step. Log y is equal to half into log m plus log n. This is of the form log mn. Write it like this. Log m plus log n. Next. This minus sign as it is, and inside the bracket simplify this also in the form of log m plus log n. So this will be log x minus 3 plus log x minus 4 plus log x minus 5. So here I have applied logarithmic law. Log mn is equal to log m plus log n. Okay? So it is very much clear up to this. Still I have not differentiated. I am applying only the laws of logarithm and I am simplifying this. should write the justification. I will leave it to you. You can write it. Then next step, log y is equal to half into, these two will be as it is, log of x minus 1 plus log x minus 2. And now I hope you understood why I am writing brackets whenever I get minus sign, because this is very dangerous in mathematics. If it is plus sign, you need not write the brackets, because it will take the same sign whatever it is here. But here we have minus sign. So this will become minus, and this will also become minus, and this will also become minus. Now multiply everything by minus sign. What you will get? Minus log x minus 3 minus log x minus 4 minus log x minus 5. Okay. So write the bracket. Alright, now we are good to differentiate this function. So you can observe this function got reduced to this form after applying the logarithm. Okay? So let us differentiate this. I think this will be enough to differentiate this one. So let us differentiate. Next step will be differentiate with respect to x. Okay, so let's differentiate. Next step I will write differentiating with respect to x. So what will be log y? Log y will be 1 by y into dy by dx is equal to log of x minus 1. 1 by x minus 1. 1 by x minus 1. Differentiate log function. If it is x, we will write 1 by x. In this case, we have x minus 1. So this will become 1 by x minus 1, differentiation of log x, into, now I have differentiated log function. Now differentiate x minus 1 function. So x minus 1, differentiation of x is 1. Minus differentiation of 1 is 0, because we know this differentiation of constant is 0. So what I will get here? 1 by x minus 1 into 1. That is differentiation of x. So into 1 I can leave it out, plus same thing here, log x, differentiation of log x is 1 by x, differentiation of log x minus 2 will be 1 by x minus 2 into differentiation of x minus 2. Differentiation of x is 1, differentiation of minus 2 will be 0. So this function into 1, this will remain same. Here minus 1 by x minus 3, here it will be minus 1 by x minus 4 minus 1 by x minus 5. So this is the differentiation. Next, dy by dx is equal to, this y will go here, y into 1 by x minus 1 plus 1 by x minus 2 minus 1 by x minus 3 minus 1 by x minus 4 minus 1 by x minus 5. Your final answer will be y is equal to what we have taken earlier, x minus 1 into x minus 2. What was the value of y before applying the log? answer will be like this: x minus 1 into x minus 2 divided by x minus 3 into x minus 4 into x minus 5 to the power of 1 by 2 into this term. So I have given here same as mark. Okay, this is the solution. This is the solution for your second question. Okay, these problems are bit lengthy, but believe me, these are very simple problems in your calculus part. Okay, you just have to apply the laws of logarithm, and then you have to differentiate using the basic rules of differentiation, either product rule or chain rule. So in first two problems, what we have done, we have used chain rule. Okay, because those were composite functions. Mostly your logarithmic differentiation will be having composite function, because once you apply the log for any function, that function will become a composite function. It will become function of a function. So to differentiate that, you have to use chain rule. Okay. Now let us see the next one. Third question. Okay, before going to third question, I want to tell you one more another formula I want to tell you. So it can be derived from logarithmic differentiation. See here, we know the formula for x to the power of n. We know the formula for x to the power of n. That is, differentiation of x to the power of n is n into x raised to n minus 1. This is the differentiation of x to the power of n. So what if I have x to the power of x? Okay. So if we have any function in the form of x to the power of x, so we will read it as function to the power of function. In this case it was function to the power of a constant. So function to the power of constant, we have this formula n into x raised to n minus 1. This is function to the power of function. Okay. How to solve this? Now let us understand how to solve this. This question is given, this is solved in your example problems. So you can check out in your textbook in logarithmic differentiation section, that is 5.5. You have this problem. We have this example solved. So let me solve it here. So first what we will do is we will consider it as y is equal to x to the power of x. Once we write y is equal to x to the power of x, what we will do is, as usual we will write, because we don't have any formula. If it is x to the power of n, I would have written n into x raised to n minus 1. It is x to the power of x, so solve according to logarithmic differentiation. Taking log on both sides. First step should be this. Taking log on both sides. What will get? Log y is equal to log of x to the power of x. Next step will be differentiating with respect to x. After taking log, you have to differentiate with respect to x. What will you get? 1 by y into dy by dx is equal to log of a to the power of n. So log of a to the power of m can be written as m log a. So according to that we can write here x log x. So how will you justify this? Because log of a to the power of m is equal to m log a. Okay, here it is not differentiating with respect to x. Still we have one more step, we have not differentiated still. So write it as it is, log y. Log y is equal to x into log x. Still I am simplifying according to laws of logarithm. Okay. Here we have to write differentiate with respect to x. So when you differentiate this function with respect to x, what you get? Differentiation of log y is 1 by y into dy by dx, that is equal to x into log x. Left hand side we got this, right hand side x into log x, very simple, use product rule, u into v. So it is u into dv by dx plus v into du by dx. See, u into dv by dx. dv by dx is differentiation of log x, that is 1 by x, plus v into du by dx. v, write log x as it is, into differentiation of x. Differentiation of x is 1. So here these two will get cancelled. What is left out? Here I will write dy by dx is equal to 1 by y. I will write y here, and what is left out? Here it is 1 plus log x. Log x into 1 is log x. So the final answer, dy by dx is equal to, what is y? Y is x to the power of x into 1 plus log x. dy by dx is equal to, okay, remember this. This is your final answer. Differentiation of x to the power of x is x to the power of x into 1 plus log x. This is solved in your example section of 5.5. You can go through that. So this is how we have to solve it. Okay. I thought of solving it in the beginning itself, but here it is. We have solved. Okay. Alright then, we will stop for today. We will continue the remaining problems in the next class. Okay. Thanks for joining us. We will see you in the next class. Bye.